Welcome to Unity of Wilmington's Meditation Moments. My name is Reverend Nickie Golden, and this is Katie Deese accompanying us as we take a journey into just a moment of restfulness. Not silence, really, but a time to renourish and replenish ourselves, to have a moment where we consciously set the intention of reducing the stress in our lives. So let's begin with the breath. And today I'm going to ask you to take a breath. But as you breathe in, go ahead and breathe into your heart space right here, the visible center of this invisible energy we call love. But when you breathe out a little longer. So your inhale and your exhale are of different lengths, and your exhale is the longer of the length. So breathing in and breathing out, and breathing in and breathing out. And do it at your pace, so that this fully becomes your time to nourish yourself, to rejuvenate. And as you breathe in and out through your heart space, imagine someone that you love deeply. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, you just feel such deep love for that individual. Someone that when you see them, it makes your heart smile. And as you breathe into your heart space, thinking of this person, using the vividness of your imagination as fully as you can, see if you can expand your heart and imagine your heart opening up even more fully to the love that's present in your life. We often think that the love comes from another person, but it begins in us. It always begins in us. So as we open more fully to the love that we are, as we open up our heart space, we can begin to love a little bit deeper and a little bit fuller. Just like when we take a breath that's a little bit deeper and then release that breath. It takes a little bit longer to exhale unless we push it out rapidly. But simply opening our heart gently and easily, opening up to more, to greater love. Because as we open to love, we're opening up to love within ourselves. And as we do that, as it becomes a natural and normal part of our everyday experience to simply be love in the world, then as we move through our days, as we encounter individuals, events, circumstances, it's easier to know that we've had the experience of loving already. So it's easier to recognize that as we move through our lives, that we are the radiant center of love in our lives. And that as we move through our days, as we move through our weeks, that as we are that radiant center, we're also touching other lives, other people that we meet. We're an invitation for them to experience a greater sense of love in their own life. As we move through life as that radiant center of love, we are an invitation for others to become that radiant center. And for those who already are doing that, as our love, the energy of our love, the frequency, the vibration, whatever you want to call it, as it touches the vibrations of others, it expands exponentially. I can say that right. It expands greatly. Just allow that. Allow that. And when you make a mistake, as I just did, allow that mistake to simply be. This is where so often We engage in criticism and blame toward ourselves. Oh, I made a mistake. Oh, what if it's just something that happened rather than a mistake? Something different than we expected occurred. What an opportunity to love that. And what an opportunity to see what can come forth from that. Love. We are infinitely loved by the universe. Only so often we throw up barriers to that love. So when we can seek inside of us all of the barriers to love, when we cannot try to get rid of those barriers, but simply embrace them. Oh, that's a part of who I am. We know that love, metaphysically, is the master harmonizer. So as we embrace those parts of ourselves that we're not so happy with, that we think about as our shadow side, as we embrace them with love, the master harmonizer, they begin to harmonize with us. They begin to come up to that vibration of love. And we can see those parts of ourselves through the eyes of love. And as we experience greater love in our world, we can experience greater joy also. Because joy is our divine birthright. We can call upon our wisdom. And we can seek within to feel, to experience, and to express more each day, so that our lives are joyful experiences day by day, and that we can create a life that we look forward to waking up to. Now, let's bring our attention back to our heart and set the intention that we are radiant beings of love and light. Say that in your mind. I am a radiant being of love and light. And take a breath into that and see what that feels like for you. And then do it again. I am a radiant being of love and light. I am a radiant being of love and light. That is the truth of who you are. And as you say that, as you make that affirmation, you're affirming a truth, not to make it true, but to remember that truth, to remember it from your heart, and living it day by day. Thank you for joining us today in Meditation Moments. What a pleasure to be with you. Know that you are a radiant center of love and light, and so it is.